In a bright playroom filled with a rainbow of colourful toys lived a shiny toy train named Toby. Toby was a magnificent engine, gleaming red and blue with polished wheels ready for adventure. More than anything, Toby loved to move fast, feeling the thrill of speed beneath his little wheels. He adored racing across the smooth wooden floor, his engine humming with excitement. As he sped along, Toby would make the most cheerful choo-choo sounds, delighting everyone. However, despite all his joyful qualities, there was one particular thing Toby truly disliked. That one thing, above all others, was waiting. It felt like an eternity to the speedy train. Every single day, children would burst into the playroom, their eyes sparkling with anticipation. They would eagerly look around, ready to pick out their favorite toys for a new game. Sometimes their hands would reach for the soft, cuddly teddy bear, pulling him into a warm hug. Other times, they would choose the sturdy building blocks, stacking them high into impressive towers. Occasionally, a child would settle down with the colourful puzzle, carefully fitting pieces together. Toby, with his shiny exterior, watched all this activity unfold from his spot on the shelf. He felt a pang of impatience each time another toy was chosen before him. Why doesn't anyone ever pick me first? Toby would complain aloud, his voice a frustrated rumble. He puffed out a little imaginary cloud of steam, convinced of his own superiority. "I'm clearly the fastest toy here. I can go anywhere," he would exclaim to himself. One sunny afternoon, the children rushed into the playroom with an extra burst of excitement. Their faces were alight with a new idea, their voices filled with eager chatter. "Let's build the biggest tower ever," one child declared, pointing towards the block bin. Immediately, the colourful building blocks were chosen, clattering as they were poured onto the floor. Toby watched, his wheels itching to roll, as the children began their construction project. After a while, another child piped up, "Now, let's play with the dolls and have a tea party." The dolls, with their pretty dresses and tiny teacups, were picked up next, whisked away to a corner. Toby sighed, feeling his impatience grow. He waited again, his shiny paint reflecting the quiet room. Slowly, the playroom grew quieter as the children became engrossed in their chosen game. The shelf where Toby sat became a lonely place, echoing with his silent longing. Toby felt a wave of sadness wash over him, his bright colours seeming to dim slightly. "Maybe I'm just not important enough," he whispered, his voice barely audible. Just then, old Teddy Bear, a wise and fluffy companion, stirred beside him on the shelf. Teddy's button eyes twinkled kindly as he offered some gentle wisdom to the forlorn train. "Every single toy here has its own special moment to shine," Teddy said softly. He patted Toby's side with a worn paw, a comforting gesture. "Sometimes, little Toby, we just need to learn to be patient and trust the timing." "But waiting feels so incredibly hard, Teddy," Toby replied, his wheels still longing for action. He imagined himself zooming, but remained still, a testament to his struggle. "Good things, truly wonderful things, always come to those who are willing to wait," Teddy said with a warm smile. Toby took a deep breath, trying his best to stay calm and listen to Teddy's wise words. He focused on the quiet of the room, trying to find peace in the stillness. Long minutes seemed to stretch into an eternity, each tick of the clock a test of his resolve. Then, suddenly, one of the children looked up from their dolls, their eyes scanning the shell. A wide smile spread across their face as they spotted Toby gleaming brightly. "Hey, look! Let's play with the train now!" the child shouted, their voice ringing with excitement. The other children instantly agreed, their faces lighting up at the new idea. They rushed over to the shelf, their hands reaching for Toby with joyful anticipation. As they picked him up, Toby felt a surge of happiness, his engine ready to roar. "Choo-choo!" they laughed, mimicking his sound as they carried him to the center of the room. Together, the children began to build a magnificent, long track stretching across the entire floor. They added intricate tunnels made from cardboard boxes and sturdy bridges crafted from books. Finally, the track was complete, a winding path of adventure awaiting Toby. Toby zoomed around the tracks, through the dark tunnels, and under the tall chairs. He felt the wind rush past him, his choo-choo sounds now filled with pure delight. The children cheered loudly and clapped their hands, their faces beaming with joy. "This is absolutely the best game ever," they exclaimed, watching Toby speed by. Toby felt an overwhelming sense of pride and happiness, his little engine glowing. He realized that if he had been picked earlier, the amazing track wouldn't have been ready yet. Waiting patiently had truly made the game even more spectacular and fun. That night, as he rested on the shelf, Toby smiled contentedly, his heart full. He had learned a very important lesson. Waiting patiently doesn't mean being forgotten. Sometimes it simply means something truly wonderful and exciting is coming your way.